What's up? Nick Peterson here. And I'm going to share a little bit inside baseball, right? Inside information about what's going on. One of the things we're doing is we're working with higher level private clients, and that's by design. I'll explain why. So we're working with higher level private clients. We're not super focused on like, hey, leverage, group, course, all that stuff. We do have a course, obviously, but we build courses by and large for the time savings, right? Because if we have a course, our team can actually use the course to provide a better product. And so here's what's we're looking at equity deals, we're looking at partnerships, and we're looking at super high level expensive stuff. For it's what I'm doing with my time. My team's still doing the thing they always do. And here's why. Because there are huge wins. And it's easy to take an equity deal when you can double the profit overnight, right? So let me tell you how we are going in. I talked to two people last week that reached out in tears of joy because they're having record months during a time where 40 days ago they were panicked. Okay. Here's the process. The first is re-engineer cash flow. Everybody's market, sell. That's great. But the problem is you market and sell, you make decisions the way you've always made decisions. So your expenses go up with your revenue. It doesn't really improve the margin or the margin for error, which we need some margin for error in a time that is uncertain as right now. Okay, so it's re-engineer cash flow. And Dan Nicholson does this. And immediately, for the right company, doesn't obviously not if you're making $20 a month, this doesn't work. Immediately doubles their revenue or profit, comes really close to doubling their profit just by re-engineering their cash flow and setting up the system so that every dollar is more profitable than it was the way you're doing business before. Okay, so we just double profit almost overnight. And then, and this is the big win for my private clients right now, is the customer for life framework. We just go in. So the profit center is in loss aversion. We plug all the holes and we say, hey, look, how do we communicate with this person at this stage? Cool. Let's build this communication process. Now, how do we communicate with this person at this stage? Let's build this communication process. It's like kind of like business 101, but nobody's done it because it's been easy to market and sell. Record months. We're having record months for private clients. Not all of them. Some are breaking, some are just cruising. Some are, we got restaurants and gyms and stuff like that that have to pivot and rebuild and stuff. But where you have the profit hidden in plain sight is one, cash flow engineering. If you re-engineer your cash flow the way that we teach it, you're going to find more profit immediately. Okay. And then once you have those systems to maximize every dollar, we just turn around and we implement the customers for life framework. Right. I have a full course on it. So here's the deal. If you go to CFEclass.com, right? CFEclass.com, I'll give you the cash flow engineering course, the revenue multiplier masterclass, and the customers for life. And all customers for life is a series of videos and checklists. And if you go in and you follow those checklists, every single time you do it, you will find profit hidden in plain sight. The reason that I'm bundling it with cash flow engineering, CFE, is because too many times I've seen people double their revenue, but also double their expenses. And they're in as risky of a position as they've ever been in because they don't know how to engineer cash flow. They don't know how to work with vendors. They don't know how to leverage relationships with different vendors and clients and stuff like that. All stuff that we teach in the cash flow engineering class. How do you engineer based on hindsight? How do you engineer favorable terms so that you have the same kind of upside and the same kind of resources, but without the risk that is inherent? When you sign a contract to work with somebody, there's a little bit of risk on both parties, right? As you develop a relationship, you can mitigate the risk. And we show you how to do that. So cash flow engineering, you go to CFEclass.com. If you pick the platinum bundle, which is it's less than $1,200, I don't know. I'll give you the full customers for life course. I'll give you the book. I'll throw in an office day. So when we can travel again, you want to swing by the office, spend a day with me, that's fine. Anybody that's platinum, I'm happy to do that for. I'll help you kind of work through it. So before you go out, and here's really what I want to say. Before you go out and do this new marketing thing before you go, make YouTube videos, before you start writing a bunch of emails, before you go to LinkedIn and start connecting and messaging and all that. Re-engineer your cash flow so that everything you do on the front end is more valuable to you on the back end, right? And then start working backwards like we're teaching customers for life. Don't focus so much on getting more eyeballs on your stuff, right? Plug the holes in your leaky bucket first. Don't go try to find more water to put in the leaky bucket. Plug the holes first, which means communicate with the people in your world effectively before you go try to bring more people into your world. Cool. That's all I got for you.